Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are still on the camp of Ostagar. We talked to Alistair and we have our first real companion here. And now we are supposed to talk to the Grey Warden Duncan, so let's do that.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kocari Wilds to perform two tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, one for each recruit.
What do we need darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Go into the wilds? Isn't that dangerous?
You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful. Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they are no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Fair enough. Is this part of the joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay. Well, find the archive and 3 vials of blood, understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, now we have the other 2, Daveth and Jory, with us as well. Yeah. So, I guess we have our first mission as a Grey Warden. Let me check the... Where can I do the tactics? There. You will be Archer. Then Jory will be Scrapper.
What now?
And Alistair is Defender. Alright, I think we're ready to go into the wilds.
Yes. Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay. There we are. Kocari walls. Interesting. Can I go into the water? No.
Dangerous wildlife. Now you see true power!
May our blade strike true!
Say your prayers!
Come on. There you go.
Hey, watch it!
Are we even hitting anything?
Let's go!
Okay.
I am ready.
Didn't want to talk to him. But let's talk to him. You said you were from Redcliffe?
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you travelled there?
No, never.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highover, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
Okay. How did the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highover, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
So what do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Okay,
Indeed.
let's go. Let's have a chat with the other ones as well.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
Or not, Alistair?
Yes?
Where are you from, David?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cut purse.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
So how did the Grey Warden find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
So what happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
So what do you think of Duncan?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks too. Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Okay. Come on, no. There. Wolf pelt. The wolf pelt. Alright. More wolves. And I'm missing every shot. That's great.
So shall it be!
Okay. Good job, everyone. Not sure why I'm the leader all of a
It
sudden.
will be
but-
done.
Okay.
Of course.
Missionary Jogby. Personal letter. Let's read that immediately. Quest related. Letter to Jogby. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the wilds, son, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The chase and respect one with survival skills in the wild, so I hoped to get a grip on that before you arrived and maybe establish an agreement with the local tribe so that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location I've scouted out, where I've left some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot and I'll find you. The landmarks are as follows, beginning at the entrance to the wilds from Ostagar. Look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and mossy standing stone. Walk along a path of roots and stone. Look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. There you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jogby, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Okay, a little bit of a side quest. Somewhat of a treasure hunt, okay. Oh, what's going on here?
Over here.
Oh. Hey.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
We can take you
If you
back.
just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
Okay.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you.
Good job, Alistair.
I've got to get out of here.
What was that sound?
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Recovering these dangers is part of our task. We're far from helpless. Here we'll be fine. You sound like a coward to me. I agree it's a danger. Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is
comforting.
Reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yeah, but that is interesting. So it seems like Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn somehow. This is probably one of the waypoints that were described in the letter. I'll look around if there are any hidden items. More dead soldiers on the ground though. Oh, I see our buddies up there. Oh, that's the wildflower. We needed that for the dog.
Very well. Right to the base.
Some sniper dueling going on. Damn, Sajori is getting messed up.
So shall it be. Foolish.
Okay, we survived. Barely. Barely. Vial of Darkspawn blood. And we have 1 out of 3. That's good. Let's go this path first.
Of course.
Seems a little off the beaten path. And as RPG logic tells us, always explore off the beaten path. Oh. That's a whole camp of them. I'm not sure if we're actually ready to do that. Sajori had his struggles. This little group. So at least loot these guys first. Second vial of Darkspawn blood.
Yes.
Death root. How do I get there? Oh, there are. Think those are Darkspawns. It's Darkspawn 2. That is the half-submerged tower the letter talked about. Oh. Can someone stop this Hurlock for me? Thank you.
You are. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Flaming arrows, that's not fair.
There is no hope for you now. This will not end well.
Okay.
You dare!
We're surviving these fights, but they sure are strong.
As you say.
And the third vial of Darkspawn
Yes.
blood. Oh, we have even more. I'm not too confident in our abilities right now. Gotta be honest. I would like to attack this camp, but it seems very risky. What? Where's attacking us? There.
I will not falter! You have forced my hand!
Come on. Maybe I can take them out one by one. Yeah, I just should do a quick save. Let's do a quick save. Just to be sure. Don't want to save scum this, but we're still exploring the game, and I feel like part of it is also learning the mechanics, learning our limits, I guess.
Now you die! Oh no, well. Don't! Don't say I didn't warn you!
Oh boy.
Time for some fun! Pull it! Flee while you can!
Was this guy healing himself? Come on.
Say I didn't warn you!
Okay, I think we did clear out this little camp. Nice job, everyone. We are certainly tougher than we look. Wasn't too bad in the end.
Of course.
And we
As
get
you
all
say.
the loot. Also close to a level up again. That's nice. Lyrium potions. Mud idol. Cold resistance and a longsword and Rigby's field journal. That is, I guess, is that on a premium count? No. Oh no, that's something else. quest related. Signs of the Chastened. The Chastened barbarians are nothing if not clever. They have hidden markers and signs in the arrangement of stones and rubble along the path of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. I have dedicated my time to deciphering these signs, and I believe I am close to a breakthrough. The trail markers seem to point to a hoard or a location used for secret storage among the Chastened. I have only found a portion of the message, however, I think that if I could complete the message, find all of these trail markers, I can find this cache and see what treasure the Chastened have to hide. I have found one such marker near this camp under a fallen tree, leaning against the ruins. Each marker seems to point to one or two others. I hear rumors that a darkspawn horde is coming. I hope I can find this treasure before it's too late. An excerpt from Rigby's field journal. Okay, so the marker is underneath a tree. And point. Let me see, can I see anything here? Sometimes it's hard to navigate the camera. Now I'm stuck. I don't see anything here, to be honest. But doesn't mean that it's not there, I just don't see it. We'll just explore the map. If there's something, I hope we'll find it. If not, then not. Okay. It seems like we cleared out this part. Oh, where are we exactly? That is where we came from. Okay, and then we have this encampment. Oh, there's the Chastened trail sign. It's on the map even. Right here it is supposed to be. I don't see anything. Oh, oh wait, there was something. Okay, I did a thing. But I don't know what that did. Okay, let's go this way. What is that? What was that sound? Like a what? Oh! So it was a road?
I will not falter!
Are you kidding me?
Now you say your prayers!
Alistair, what was that about not getting ambushed?
Of course. So shall it be!
Yeah, I mean, so much about the, oh, you can sense darkspawn, we won't get ambushed deal. I feel like it's, oh, there's another trail sign.
Looky here.
Looky here, okay. No idea what we're doing. But we're doing something. And apparently we can get ambushed, which is just lovely.
It seems we must defend ourselves.
Can I go over here? Oh yeah. Okay, let's take care of the wolves.
Let us end this quickly! Leave all you can! You will pay for that! Let's have at it! Oh no, you don't!
Why's the wolf burning?
Right there! Die! I will not! Let's grab some glory!
That alpha wolf is strong.
May our blades strike true!
We did it! And we leveled up, so we'll check that out in a second. Okay, let's see. I think we'll continue to go 2 dexterity, 1 cunning for now. Now, what do I want to do now? Herbalism. The characters can make simple potions, poultices, and salves from common herbs. Does sound useful, but I like the influencing others in dialogues since it opens up more possibilities for us. Improved tools for lockpicking. That also makes sense. So we can get the loot that we fight for. And this is the chest from the Rigby quest, right? We're supposed to be in between the chest and blade. In between 2 statues. And there's the farewell letter to Jockby. My dear son Jockby, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have had difficulty finding the chastened to bring them the Maker's word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds and even in ever greater numbers. I've left you a weapon and everything else I can spare, my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her and take care of your family. Your loving father, Rigby. Okay. Treasure hunt ends there. Also, since we're here, didn't check it last episode, so let's do a little checkup with the codex here. Alistair. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Grey Wardens and rescued him, as Alistair would say. Wynn's talent became apparent early on, particularly her skill at healing magic. She was well liked by all her mentors and was recognized as an exceptional gifted student. Even the Templars who watched her could not deny that she represented the best the circle had to offer. She was an intelligent young woman who possessed a quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years. She spent many years mentoring apprentices within the circle, and her peers thought so highly of her that she was asked to be first enchanter Irving's successor, but she refused, saying that she had no desire to work in the upper echelons. When word reached the tower of King Kaelin's call to arms, Wynn volunteered to go to Ostagar. That was the older lady that we saw there in camp. The Fate. The study of the fate is as old as humankind. For as long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separate from our world. The Tevinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes on gold, lyrian, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the fate, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all the fate is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the fate is complex. Even when entering the fate through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the chanty teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. From Tranquility and the Role of the Fate in Human Culture by First Enchanter Josephus. The Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a circle of magi shop, and every one of those shops is run by a tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all. Rather, they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. From the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. Here we have creatures. Hurlock. Taller than their Genlock cousins, the Hurlock are roughly of human size, but are possessed of considerable strength and constitution. The shock troop of the Darkspawn, a single berserking Hurlock, can often be a match for numerous opponents at once. They are known to adorn themselves with roughly carved tattoos to keep track of their skills and deeds, though it is unknown whether or not there is a uniform standard to these markings. Mabari Warhound. Dogs are an essential part of Ferelden culture, and no dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters and pair with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized and instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. So that catches us up with all of the codex. We will take a very short break here and we'll continue next time with Dragon Age Origins. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. That helps me out a bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Dragon Age Origins tomorrow. Until then, have a great time.